Ladies and gentlemen, to the second game between the STC and OGS Finn. OGS, the STC, starting to the right side of the map in the red colors. And we have his opponent to the left on dual side in the blue. The last game that we've seen was actually really intense. I would not have thought it possible that Finn, aka ForGG, would be able to defend against the double proxy barracks play of the STC. This was so well done, one of the best TVTs I've seen in quite a while. It was really impressive to watch that game, and I'm a little bit curious as to what we are going to see on dual side this time. This is obviously a map we can also get away with a lot of proxy shenanigans. This is something that we've seen out of a lot of players, especially in TVT. There was a time when nearly in every second game we've seen some kind of proxy marauder play, but so far it looks like we are having a standard game. Dual side evolves around a lot of Banshee play as well. We might see something which goes for some kind of no gas expansion as well. There are a lot of strategies that you can use on dual side, but nonetheless the map is really small, and it's a two-player map at that, so scouting your opponent is usually not the problem, especially when you're a Terran player. You can sacrifice the scan in order to get a glimpse of what's going on in your opponent's main base, and we already have gas for the STC. We have him with gas, and he is building a barracks at the bottom. He's not even trying to wall off, so there is the barracks already in position. You might see some kind of Banshee play for the STC. Let's see what he has in mind. There are obviously also another couple of strategies that he could use in order to overwhelm his opponent. The 1-1-1 builds are quite popular on dual side as well, although I expect both of these players to go for some kind of expansion play. But it looks like ForGG, aka Finn, is going to be the first player who throws down his second command center, as we still don't have any gas for him, no refinery, just the wall off at the front. So we'll probably see another expansion very soon at the bottom of his main base. And here is Finn just trying to hassle the SCV a little bit that is building the factory. And he knows obviously already what's happening. He has a good look into the main base. He knows about the refinery. He knows that it wasn't built first. He knows about the second gas that has not been taken yet. So you can expect some kind of tech play. But I'm quite sure that he will be in a position that he will make sure that he is able to defend against anything that could potentially happen. And here is the tech lab already. The factory is about to finish tech lab at the barracks. So we will see the starport right at the tech lab being built, so that he is a little bit faster with it, that he does not have to swap the buildings. There it is, the starport being built immediately. The barracks move to the right side, and now we have the command center for OGS Finn, aka ForGG. We have two additional barracks being built at the back, and still no second gas for the STC. I actually doubt that he's going for some kind of cloak play, maybe a little bit delayed, but he does not need cloak right now. He knows that his opponent realized there is some tech going on, so why invest 200 gas into cloak if you know fully well that your opponent will be prepared for it. Getting cloak a little bit later might be an option for him if he wants to make use of his Banshees in the later stage of the game as well, but for now it's not really necessary. We have the Banshee already being produced and rally towards the expansion of ForGG, and he is getting additional barracks. He does not only have those two, he has a third, and he's getting a fourth and a fifth barracks right now. So let's see what Finn is able to do with this play that centers so much around minerals. He doesn't even get a single refinery in order to add tech labs or reactors to his barracks. No, he's completely focused onto the 5 barracks marine production now, and he has a ton of SCVs at that. He's already at 23, saturating his mineral line quite well. We'll see the refineries very soon, but so far just concentrating on his barracks play. And there's a little bit of pressure at the front. We have a ton of Marines ready for Finn though. 13 in total against 4 Marines, 3 Hellions and 1 Banshee. That's not going to do a lot, especially with the bottleneck position at the ramp. He realized there are a lot of Marines, but we have now already the Blue Flame upgrade being researched, and this is obviously really strong against Marines. So Finn has to be careful, but for now he holds. He doesn't have a problem defending against this push by his opponent. The Banshee is already damaged. He's trying to take down the supply depot, and well, Finn has to be a little bit careful. The supply depot is a little bit exposed thanks to the vision granted by the Banshee. In the main base for the STC we have the command center being built, though as mentioned already he is researching Blue Flame, and now we have another attempt to take down the supply depot. It's going to burn down, yes it is. A little bit sloppy by Finn, not getting a single SCV that could repair it. He supply blocked, and that's something he could have definitely avoided. So we have 2 of refineries, and once again a bit sloppy. He doesn't lower the supply depot, and therefore his SCVs have a harder time reaching the barracks, reaching the refinery. I don't know if that works really all that well, if the 3 SCVs are still able to fully saturate the refinery, but definitely it would be a little better for him to just lower one of the supply depots. We have the engineering bay now being built, while once more we have for his opponent 2 factories. So STC definitely favoring the mech play on dual side, while ForGG is more focused on his bio play. It would be a really weird transition for him to start with the factories, given the fact that he already has 5 barracks and is now getting additional upgrades at his tech labs. We have him with the concussive shells and also with the plus 10 hit point upgrade for the Marines. He's getting combat shield, and the second base is in position for both players now. We have both of them with the expansion. Harvester count is at 33 to 33. And another Banshee. Actually, it's the first Banshee that has been repaired, rallied to the back. Let's see, there is 1 missile turret and a second one being produced. This Banshee should not be able to do a lot of damage. No, there's only 1 SCV dying to the Banshee, and then it has to retreat once again. A Raven being built now for the STC, and he's adding his tech labs, playing it a little bit safe now. We have a small force moving out by Finn, but he does not have Stim. He doesn't have Stim, it just started it. He's getting the plus 1 attack upgrade as well. And the STC is now trying to get his upgrade for the siege mode, but he doesn't have it just yet. But his base should be safe nonetheless. We have him with Blue Flame Hellions, and a lot of them, while there's a bunker in the back. So let's see if this is going to work for the Finn. I actually doubt it. The SCVs are ready to repair, and we have the Blue Flame Hellions in position. Look at how much damage they are actually able to dish out to the Marines. No Stim, and therefore he can't just chase the Hellions down. He lost quite a few Marines, has to retreat now, and the STC he holds. There is an outer turret on top of the high ground just in case, used by the Raven, and we have the siege tank. Well, there's 1 single Marauder is a little bit out of position, is probably going to die to the Blue Flame Hellions now. No, it's not. But another attack, and wow, he might be able to kill the bunker, but that should be the end of it. There are a lot of SCVs trying to repair the Hellions, and they are doing a really good job. This attack is a little bit more successful for Finn right now. Nice timing, still without Stim, but he is doing a lot of damage to the SCVs. He killed 10 of them. 9 have been killed by his opponent though. So they are kind of even in regards to the workers. Once again, we have the 1 drop play. There was a drop play going on in the main base that killed the units. So very well done by both players, just trying up to open additional fronts. And we have 33 to 34 harvesters. The game is still very, very even. Finally, Stim is done, but the Marines and Medivacs are now moving into the range of a sieged up tank, and this puts an end to the aggression of Finn for now. Stim is about to be done for Finn, while we have additional barracks being, not barracks, but factories being built for GG. His opponent is building an additional factory right now. So yeah, let's see. We have additional siege tanks. Just making sure that he has his Bioforce ready. That's for GG. Yeah, I mean, with a couple, we have a little bit of a attempt to just sneak past his opponent's defenses, but there are siege tanks everywhere, so he can't really attack into them. And well, he needs to be really careful now. In total, we have 39 harvesters to 39, and he's moving in nonetheless. There are tanks everywhere though. There are 2 levels of tanks, and yep, all of the Marauders are gone. There's already a point defense drone being placed down, and this attack by ForGG didn't accumulate to anything. And here's another attempt to drop Hellions into the main base. Is it going to be successful? Oh my god, there is nothing to defend against the Hellions, and he didn't realize it. Wow, he's lining up his SCVs. He's losing way too many of them. Very nice attack by the STC. taking down another 11 SCVs, and this puts ForGG at 33 harvesters against 42. This is obviously a huge blow to the economy of OGS Finn. The STC playing really well now. He already has 6 tank, 5 Vikings, and a bunch of Hellions. He built his third command center, is upgrading to the orbital command right now, and at the bottom left we have another base being built for Finn as well, but he is fighting an uphill battle now. His economy is so much weaker than the economy of the STC, and well, let's not forget that Finn is ahead 1-0 in this best of 3. This is the second game on dual side, but here we have the STC moving out and once again attacking into the tanks is Finn. He doesn't have too many medivacs, he only has one of them, and that's a huge problem because he's using Stim quite often and his Marauders are being damaged severely. Here's the army for the STC. He can leapfrog forward slowly but steadily. This is exactly what he's doing right now. And, oh, this is just very, very hard on Finn now. He is behind with 25 supply. What can he do to get back into this game? He is on 1 attack upgrade. And here come the Vikings taking down the factory. The Raven needs to be careful though. The tanks being sieged up. This is a lot of pressure. This is a lot of pressure. And the STC might be able to take this game. The factory is dead and gone. The Vikings try to get into position to snipe the medivacs, but there's the bio army ready for it. At the bottom there are the siege tanks sieging up. Oh, and the Vikings and also the Raven in a little bit of a bad position. The point defense drone being placed. Very nice. Doing a lot of catch, well, negating a lot of damage, and there's the GG. Finn is attacking into the sieged up tanks once again, pressured into attacking upon realizing that the tanks are in range of his main buildings, of his 2 command centers. This is game, and therefore the series is tied with 1-1, the STC against Finn.